what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the St. Thomas Dynasty here on NCAA 14. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, and today we are here on the road in the great state of Indiana to take on the Hoosiers from the Big Ten. Your St. Thomas Tommies come into this game 3-0, looking to improve to 4-0 on the season before going into conference play in the MAC. Should be a good one, though, so make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe if you happen to be new. Let's go ahead and see if we can become 4-0 on the season. So if you guys remember the previous episode, talked about how Kurt Hurtstreak is going to rock with the Hoosiers, as there's Allen making a nice catch up the middle for the first down. But you already know St. Thomas does have a history of being giant slayers. We beat Illinois a year ago. It was either a year ago or 2 years ago. We beat them. We also beat Arkansas. You know, we're 2-0 in the past couple of years against Power 5 opponents. Let's see if we can make it 3-0, though, as now the Hoosiers have a 3rd and 10 coming up. Let's see what they rock with, as Smith dropping back, but he's going to go to a halfback screen, as Kevin Carter can make the tackle, but does force them out of bounds, though, as they will attempt this extremely long field goal. We have Joe Henry back, ready to bring this thing back, because I don't know if he got it like that. But he actually got himself a leg, I'm not going to lie. Still no good, though, so that's fine. As we do get a studio update, there's Iowa pulling the upset on Penn State, beating the number 8 team in the land. Let's see if we can pull off something like that, though, beat these Hoosiers. As we'll go to our offense. Johnson going up the middle, taking over after the missed field goal by Indiana. Does pick up 7. Nice, decent way to start things off. As a couple plays later, we now have a 3rd and 5. Let's see if we can pick up this first down. Don't want to go 3 and out, but Lucas Coley able to make the catch for us regardless. Nice little 5-yard gain, keeps the drive alive. And now, 1st and 10. Johnson going to Isaiah Thomas. He able to shake and bake, and he's in the end zone immediately. Getting St. Thomas on the board first here in Indiana. Just breaking some ankles on the way to the end zone. And St. Thomas now enjoys a 7-0 lead. As we'll go ahead and kick it back off to the Hoosiers. See how they are going to respond here. As Johnson set to return it. Does get the tackle from Kevin Carter. But there's a flag on the play, and just like I expect, it is a face mask. Actually, that was Corey Johnson, but still a face mask regardless. It's great field position as we now go to a 3rd and 5. Smith's going to go ahead and scramble. There's 2 St. Thomas defenders there, but A.J. Smith was still able to pick up the first down regardless. No problem for him there, as Smith looking, going to the left-hand side, getting it to Smith, who just picks up the first down. They're going to give it to him. I don't think he got it, but we are in Indiana territory, probably using Big Ten refs. You know, probably SEC bias, but a smaller degree, as we will force him back anyways, as Jared Odom gets a TFL. As now, 2nd and 4, A.J. Smith going to drop back. This time he's going to scramble to the right, as Jared Odom does catch up to him quickly, picking up the this little 3rd and 8 coming up here. See if we can force another field goal, as now Smith trying to throw to the left. He's instantly leveled by Carter, but Joel Owens still hangs on to it, so their drive will stay alive, as they're on the edge of the red zone, as the Hoosiers do look to tie this game up here at home. Is now waiting for Smith to snap the ball. He does eventually, but try to scramble to the right instantly, but Brian Anderson, a veteran on this squad, does catch on to it. Goes to the outside as well. It's a loss of 5. Is now 2nd and 15. They try to throw to the corner, but it's deflected away. Kevin Carter was there on the coverage with the pass breakup, and now we got a 3rd and 15. Let's see what they conjure up. Smith dropping back. He's going to try to throw it, but Jerry Odom reaches for the skies and deflects that pass away. And the Hoosiers do have to settle for a field goal, so it's only a 7-3 ball game. As Lucas Coley now will take it to the left-hand side. He gets a nice running lane to run through as he picks up 14 yards on that carry. Next play, gonna go to Coley once again. He's feeling himself. He finds some running room somehow, bouncing like a pinball machine, eventually finding an open hole, going for a gain of 20. And you know, if it's not broke, why fix it? As Johnson gonna take it up the middle, pick up 9 more yards, taking the keeper on that option play right there, baby. Here we go, 2nd and 1, just need 1 more for this first down. Johnson going to Alex Garcia, gets hit right away. A nice shot after the fact, but Alex Garcia does get his first catch of the day as the Tommies look to make this a 2-score game. Johnson gonna try to throw it over the middle, but it's picked off McMacaray and does get brought down by Antoine Johnson, ironically, as McRae jumps in front of Bird. The idea was kind of there. You had to put a little bit more air onto that to get past that linebacker, and simply didn't happen. So now a golden opportunity that was lost for sure. Could have made this a higher deficit, definitely, as Vince Cruz will start things off, get 6 yards. And that's how this first quarter is going to end. We have a 7-3 lead, but man, we got to be a lot better in those critical moments. That turnover definitely cost us some points. As now we move forward, 2nd and 4. Smith's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Zaire Hill, but low-key gets ran over by a quarterback. That's embarrassing. As now we got a 3rd and 5 coming up here. See what AJ Smith and company got going. And Smith's going to try to scramble, and he has an open field to work with, even sliding down in the process. No problem for AJ Smith whatsoever. As now we move to a couple plays later. Not much going on for the Indiana offense since then. As we move to 3rd and 6. They try to run the screen. Anderson going to try to get there. He can't, but there's a host of Tommies that do get the job done eventually, though. It does bring up 4th down as they'll try to get this kick once again. He did hit a 47-yard field goal attempt earlier, as this time he pushes it. It's off the crossbar on the right-hand side. So once again, the Hoosiers do leave points on the board whatsoever. A sloppy game for both offenses so far. Let's see who can find a rhythm first, as Johnson going to try to throw it away. I don't know why he didn't just try to throw it away. Try to make something happen. I don't know if he, can't spell throwing it away or what. But now we got a 2nd and 10. Good, trying to get it to Bird over the top. But it's underthrow. Patrick Williams was able to catch up from behind to deflect that ball. And now we got 3rd and 10. Dangerous, could lead to a 3 and out if we're not careful here. But Adrian Allen gets open and takes a shot, but does make the catch regardless. It leads to a new set of downs for the Tommies. As now 1st and 10, this time across Hoosier territory. Gonna throw it to Allen once again. A dangerous throw once again for Antoine Johnson. Definitely a gunslinger type of quarterback, which does have its good and bad. But I digress as we go to 2nd and 4 now. Johnson's going to try to scramble to the left, see if he can get past his defender. He narrowly does, and gets out of bounds and pick up the 1st down before going out of bounds to avoid the hit. As now, 1st and 10. Going to hit him with the play action, see if Kajiani Boyd's open. He is. Going to take it to the sideline, who does get plowed like a truck. A gain of 9, however. Nice little gain for the Tommies. As we're slow but surely moving this ball down the field, we find ourselves in the red zone once again, though. Now we face 2nd and 12. Johnson looking upfield, tries to get rid of it, but can't do it in time. And on top of that, he also gets hurt. So for now, we do have Noah Brooks in the game. We're going to just play it safe here, call it a screen play, as Coley only picks up not even really any yardage. 4th and 21, it's just a really awkward spot on the field, so go ahead and go for it here. It's not really in our kicker's range, but also don't want to punt the ball away either, so we'll see what happens. As Bird does make the catch, but is brought down right before the marker. I like to think of that as a long, at least a really nice, precise punt. Makes me feel better about that 4th down stop that we just experienced right there. So it does force Indiana deep in their own territory. They have to go quite a ways here before the end of this first half, before they can even think about points. As now we got him in a 3rd and 5. Smith dropping back. He's going to scramble once again. Nobody there to account for the quarterback. Jared Odom does lay the lumber on A.J. Smith eventually, but it's well before this first down. As now, Graham going to try to make the tackle on Jackson. He does make the tackle, but again, another first down. And I imagine they'll go into their no-huddle quickly to try to get some sort of rhythm on offense, because it just has not happened this game. As they count that pass for Travis Vaughn, they do end up challenging, but of course the play is going to stand, because that's sometimes how NCAA hoes us. Now all of a sudden, just in the blink of an eye, they're in St. Thomas territory as Cruz going to take it to the left-hand side. That 64 lays down 2 devastating pancakes on their way to a 26-yard gain for the halfback. And now in the red zone, they call another screen. Cruz is in there. Garrison can't make the tackle. Nobody else can really catch him either, as Vince Cruz does give Indiana their first lead of the day after a broken tackle by Dale Garrison, and then just nobody else really getting there in time. As now Indiana has a 10-7 lead here, but we'll see what our St. Thomas guys can do before the end of this first half. As we'll go to Thomas, he makes a little cut upfield. He's at about midfield, about the logo for the Indiana football team. Is now 1st and 10, fresh to the downs for the Tommies. We'll go to Thomas again, but it's well short of first down marker, so we'll call a timeout. It's our first one of the day. It's now 2nd and 4 coming up. Johnson in the shotgun again. Throws a quick pass to Kajaye Boyd, who does corral a little overthrown ball. Still able to pick up the first down regardless. As now going to Alex Garcia. He makes another catch. Another first down. Keeping that clock stopped for right now. Move the troops to the line quickly. 1st and 10. Going to Bird, who drops the pass immediately. Could have been another first down, but it's dropped. But, we saw something. We're going to try it again. Johnson going to Allen this time around. He might be able to get out of bounds. As now, 3rd and 2 coming up here. St. Thomas actually was forced to take a timeout because it was not out of bounds. As Bird does pick up the first down anyways. And, interesting strategy here. See what they try to do. See if maybe they tried to run some time off the clock. The 2nd and 12. Johnson going to throw a dangerous pass, but Isaiah Thomas makes a catch, though, in between 2 Hoosier defenders. As look at he's looking at. That didn't look very open whatsoever. But he threw it in there anyway. Trusted Thomas. And this time it works out for us as we go into the locker room with a 14-10 lead and what seems like a very defensive slugfest. So now we move on to the second half of this ball game as St. Thomas does take the field first. Let's see if we can get some more points on the board, but immediately we take another sack. This time from Jonathan Sowell. Goes for a loss of 7 on that one, so got to make something happen here on this next play, but Parker undercuts the throw. It's picked off once again. This might be returned, but Tyreek Miller gets in there just in time in order, to at least prevent the touchdown for right now. So Indiana does have to work a little bit harder if they want to try to take the lead here. And, right now the defense is responding. We do get him to a 3rd and goal, but we got to finish things up here as they call another screen as Buster Porter blows it up immediately. The Hoosiers do have to settle for another field goal. And we still preserve this lead for right now. Only a 1-point game, though. So we do need to get some points on the board here. Coley going to take it up the right-hand side. Gets the first down, dragging defenders with him. Coley not getting many carries today, going with a more air attack approach. When he does, things are working for him, though. Coley does have 48 yards off of just those 4 carries. But now we got 3rd and 11, though. Got a lot to do here to keep his drive alive. As Johnson looking, going to try to get to Allen, but it's thrown late, and that's nearly picked off by Chance Gay. Luckily, it wasn't, though, and we will punt this ball away. As Indiana now has opportunity to retake the lead here, as momentum is definitely shifting towards the Hoosiers. Got some work that needs to be done for sure. Hopefully our defense can stifle that momentum, though, as we do have them at a 3rd and 12. Smith in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to get to Robinson. He gets the blocks he needs to pick up the first down and a little bit more, as Jonathan Robinson makes his second catch of the day. First notable one for sure. As now 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs. Smith. He's looking. He's going to check it down to the left-hand side. Going to be eventually brought out of bounds by Kevin Carter. Surprised they didn't call a foul, just to keep, because it was like well after he got out of bounds. But hey, no, I'm not complaining for sure. It's now a couple plays later. 3rd and 3. They try to get to Vince Cruz, but Dale Garrison nearly shuts that hole out. Still able to barely get across the first down marker though. As now we got a couple plays later, another 3rd down. Hopefully this time we can actually get a stop, as Cruz going to go to the right-hand side, but it's brought out of bounds by Dale Garrison. And now the Hoosiers have to punt once again. But we go 3 and out on our next drive though. And so we're back at right where we started, with our guys still needing to make a play, as Smith, he's just stiff arms Jesus Shuttleworth to the next dimension. It only goes for a gain of 8, but man, we had him in the backfield. It's going to lead to this first down right here, as Jesus Shuttleworth, I don't know if he's got butterfingers or what, but he is slippery around AJ Smith for sure. Just can't quite wrap him up today, at least not on this drive for sure. As Smith, this time Joe Henry can't make the tackle, and Tyler Graham has to come in and make a play. As now here comes the Hoosiers. Smith on the read option. Antoine Black reads it and gets him in the backfield for a loss of 4. And it leads to this 3rd down here. Let's see if we can force him to another field goal here, as Smith, he's looking, going to the right-hand side. He has to come back for it though. And it gives our guys just enough time to prevent the first down. And they do have to settle for another field goal, but this time Indiana is now up 16-14, as Coley will take it up the middle for the last play of this 3rd quarter. It's a first down, but man, both offense still really struggling to find their rhythm here. Looks like a defensive slugfest for sure that St. Thomas has certainly have not really been used to thus far in this dynasty. So let's get it going, man. 4th quarter, time to get those 4s up, man. As we got a 3rd and 6, giving it to Lucas Coley. He goes upfield and fights forward for the first down. Needed to fight for every single inch there, and definitely got it last time around. Keeps the drive alive and keeps our hopes of taking the lead here still. As Lucas Coley, he goes for a gain of 10, but he's hurt on the play. So now we'll go to Kajaye Boyd. Bill Stern would go to him in his 99 speed, but Johnson got some athleticism as well. He takes it upfield. Another gain on that one, as now we're deep in Indiana territory. But we got to finish though. We have certainly struggled today. We'll go to Kajaye Boyd. He picks up 6 yards on his first carry of the day. Certainly not bad whatsoever. Is now 3rd and 4. Need this first down for sure. And we do get it in Kajaye Boyd. Quick throw over the middle. Keeps the drive alive. And now here we go. You see the red zone report, man. 1 for 3 today. You hate to see it. As now for now we'll just dump it off to Alex Garcia. It's not a turnover, so we'll definitely take that for sure. And here we go. 2nd and 3. Call the screen here. They've been aggressive. And it pays off for us as Coley's able to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. And just like that, man, we are back in the driver's seat with a 21-16 lead here in the heart of Big Ten territory. And we're also going to go for 2 here. See if we can make this a 6-point game. As now Johnson thrown over the middle. He finds Kajaye Boyd for the 2-point conversion. Winning his route and then able to make the catch over the field with defenders around him. And it's a 6-point game here. But it's time to kick things back off to the Hoosiers. We'll see what they can respond with as Johnson set to return his kick. He's got some space. He's on the outside. Anyone can catch him. Jamie Smith, no he can't. Jamaro Lewis, the kicker, does eventually bring him down as Titus Johnson gets a 76-yard return. And it's a great, phenomenal field position actually for the Hoosiers. as they look to take the lead right away here. As Smith's going to throw it. He's going to find Victor Cruz, who does get brought down by the combination of Joe Henry and Billy Mitchell. So now we got him to a 3rd and 2. Need to get it done here. And no, we cannot. We can't get through the hole in time. A fresh set of downs. Definitely disheartening as we're doing what we can to try to hold on to this lead. And there goes the lead once again as Vince Cruz gets into the end zone. And now Indiana will take the lead right back as they will settle for the extra point. So now it's a 23-22 lead here. Only 2.5 minutes left in this ball game. Need to make something shake here as Johnson going to try to throw it to Allen. Thought he had a little bit more space, but Chad McRae once again, in the position to make a phenomenal play. And now, this might be our last hope here. 3rd and 8. We got to make something happen here. As Johnson, he finds Kajiah Boyd. He's on the outside. He's down the sideline. No one's going to catch him in the elite speed that Kajiah Boyd has. Touchdown, Tommies. As Kajiah Boyd was able to make all of that happen. Get in position to make the catch. And then using that elite speed to make everything else happen, as there was no match for the Indiana secondary. And so once again, we'll go for 2 here. If we get it, we'll guarantee a tie no matter what Indiana does on next drive. And it's dropped again. So it remains a 5-point game as we get another studio update. Texas A&M is playing UMass, a typical cupcake opponent. But UMass does have a 6-0 lead on the Aggies as they look to continue their bid for a national championship. So now here we go. We need a stop from our defense for sure. 2 minutes left. A.J. Smith going to throw to the right-hand side. He gets it to Calvin Jackson, who drags the feet. Keeps that thing rolling as now he'll move Smith into motion. It's another screen that we're ready for. But Zach Bones completely whiffs though. And it takes 3 guys to actually bring him down. We are definitely choking a little bit on this drive right now. We need to straighten up if we want to win this game. As here comes Smith, almost getting into open field, but Dale Garrison was in the area, forced him to slide down. As we go to 2nd and 5, Robinson making another catch up the right-hand side, inching closer. As you know, 1.5 minutes left here. Smith going to try to throw it to Owens. It does stop the clock, and if you're the Hoosiers, you don't want to score too early. Don't want to leave St. Thomas with enough time to score. If you do score here, as Antoine Black nearly gets another sack, A.J. Smith this time, nearly just narrowly avoiding the sack, as they'll go once again, another halfback screen that does get stopped behind the 1st down marker. And everything lies within this 4th down play. Only need 3 yards. What they do, they're going to go with the screen, and nobody can get there in a timely manner. And for now, Indiana hopes remains alive. As now we got a 1st and goal with less than a minute left. A.J. Smith looking. He throws to Calvin Jackson for an easy touchdown. As now Indiana will also look for the 2-point conversion to make this a 3-point game. And they also get that. So we, now the field goal on our next drive is going to be the high touchdown though. It's going to win this game for us. So here we go. 51 seconds. Johnson dropping back. He's going to throw to Alex Garcia and then quickly go out of bounds so that we can save our timeouts before getting to the line of scrimmage quickly. As now 2nd and 2. Thomas, he picks up a 1st down. It also stops the clock. As now Johnson again moves his troops to the line, this time having to scramble to the right. He takes a terrible sack that does force us now to take our 1st timeout. You hate to see it. As now 2nd and 15. Gets it to Bird, who does fight for the 1st down further. Things are looking good thus far for the Tommies, as there's a bid to win this game, maybe pull off another upset against a Power 5 team as Bird gets out of bounds. Another 10-yard reception doing everything we need to do right now. Not necessarily rushing. We still got 2 timeouts. But Allen, he tried to make the catch, but that was a really bad decision in all honesty. Very lucky it wasn't picked off. Now here we go. 3rd and inches. Johnson looking. He's going to look for more. Just going to go ahead and run out of bounds. This is not worth it. You know, just don't want to do anything stupid right now for sure. As we'll keep this thing rolling. Run the same play though, as Isaiah Thomas is open for much more this time around. And now your Tommies are in the red zone. We can get the field goal if we want to, but we want a touchdown as Chad McRae once again with a deflection. His 3rd deflection of the day. And now Johnson, he's going to look, try to throw one-on-one with Jake Braun, who's in the end zone, tying the school record for most touchdown passes in a game. And it gives us a 35-31 lead with 4 seconds left and everything hinging on this play. If we keep him out of the end zone, this game is over. And they make the catch, but look at that. Corey Johnson makes the game-saving tackle. And your St. Thomas Tommies do it once again, beating the Indiana Hoosiers by a final score of 35-31. Moving up to 4-0 on this season. Having one of the better starts in its FBS history and definitely within its dynasty for sure. So for the first 3 quarters of this game, it was actually a pretty defensive slugfest, just having a hard time for both of our offense getting going. And then the 4th quarter, it completely changed on its head. We were just going back and forth until about 7 seconds to go. Jake Braun was able to get into the end zone and win this game for us, man. Checking out the stats for our guys, though, at a more deeper level, Antoine Johnson looked like the classic gunslinger, though. He had 2 interceptions, but also had 5 touchdowns for 378 yards, while Noah Brooks did make an appearance and looked better than the last time he played, 2 for 2 for 20 yards. The run game, we didn't really get the run game going that much today, just kind of struggled with it, but Lucas Coley was a bright spot. He had 10 carries for 75 yards, nice job for him today. And then Isaiah Thomas put in some good work today. 7 catches for 113 yards. But he was not the only person to have 100 yards on the day. Kajaye Boyd also had 4 catches for 105 and had that huge 80-yard touchdown. It was our longest play of the day. Lucas Coley caught a touchdown through the air as well. And then same could be said for Jake Braun with that 1 catch for 21 yards. The defense today was anchored by Tyler Graham, who had a whopping 10 tackles today, although not too far behind him was Antoine Black and Billy Mitchell with 7 apiece. We got to the quarterback 2 times today, both from that right end position. Brian Anderson, the backup, came in and got a sack, and then same could be said for Antoine Black, who also had 1 sack today. Although we did not get any turnovers, we did just enough to win this game. So next episode, we will begin MAC play, where we will take on the Ohio Bobcats. And we'll also have 12 total prospects visiting the team, next episode, for this home game. Hopefully we can go 5-0, and hopefully we can get a lot of those guys to go and, commit to us after this game. So that's going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. And guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that like button as well as subscribe if you happen to be new. It really helps the channel grow, try to build this community that we have going here. This is John J Gaming on the mic, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.